In this video, I'm going to be making the popular Roblox game Please Donate on Roblox Studio. And before we begin, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you want to help me reach 1,000 subscribers, please subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Enjoy the video. So the first thing you want to do is you want to insert part and you want to make the stand. So we'll do it 3, make it yay big, and then customize it as you want. Okay, so as you can see here, I've made the stool, I've grouped it together, I've made it low poly, and before we move on, we need to add in a value. Make sure it's a string value, and we're going to name it to vacant. So the player's name will go into here, and now we need to find this part down here. Oh, this one. Okay, we're going to name it claimed part, and add in a surface GUI. And add in a text label, there we go, and just make that 1,0, 1,0, and transparency to 1. And I'm just going to name it unclaimed, like as the text, and then just make that like that, and customize it as you want. And just make sure that this text is scaled, just to make sure it doesn't go off the edge. Okay, so now we have that, we're going to insert another part. This part is going to be where the proximity prompt is. Well, I'm going to be using a proximity prompt. You can use just a normal click detector, but I'm going to be using this, and then we can just put it in the middle. So make sure it's even, or you don't have to make sure it's even. I'm going to make sure it's even. And you're going to name it claim, and then you're going to put it inside the model. And inside this, I'm going to add in proximity prompt, claim, and object thing to stand. There we go. I'm gonna, no, that's fine. Maybe 0.5. Wonderful. And this top one, I've made 2 parts here. So I've made a part for that, and the top part here. This top part is going to be called the title. So this is going to be where you can customize it, pretty much. And then this part here is going to be where you're going to put the donations. So just make sure you name that title, and then now we're going to add in more parts. But this time these are going to be the slots, so where you get to buy other people's lovely artwork. Well, not artwork, but shirts. So that I'm just going to turn that off and then go all the way back. There we go. And I think we'll just do 0. Actually, no, you know what? That's fine. And so like that. And then we'll name this so slot 1, and then inside we're going to add in a surface GUI. We're going to add in a surface GUI, add in a text label, and do this as 0, and then make sure it all fits, and then of course make sure you find where it's supposed to be. So as you can see, it's on the top, so I'm going to change this around. So that should be there. Yep. Then I'm just going to set this background transparency to 1, and then the same with this. No, so just make sure this is the same color. Actually, no, it'll probably be easier to distinguish if it's that. And then set this, customize this as you want. Okay, so that's slot 1, and we need, I'm going to add in 5 slots. It's up to you. I'm going to put in 5 there. There we go, that fits perfectly. It's a bit squished, but obviously mine it's not going to be perfect. It's up to you to, it's up to you to change it as you will. And so we'll just have to go through and name this slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, and slot 5. And then make sure you put all of these into the stand. And then for the title, add in surface GUI. And then add in text label. Then 1, 0, 1, 0. Set background to 1, and then just do please donate. There we go. And then if you just want to customize it as you will, maybe set that like that so you can see it a bit easier. And there we go. So this stand is finished. Make sure if we go back to vacant, make sure that's empty. Make sure it's vacant. And before we move on, we're going to add in a folder into Workspace and name it stands. This doesn't have to be stand 1, just make sure it's just named stand. So next we're going to go into leader stats, or we're going to make a leader stats into subscript service. So let's just name this leader stats, and then game.players.playeradded connect function, and then player, then local owned equals instance.new bool value, comma player, so that means that the parent will be the player, and then owned dot name equals owned, and then owned dot value equals false. And I think we can just close that off now. And now we need to add in the 4 remote events we're going to be using. So the first one is going to be called claim and duplicate, and then this one's going to be called edit and duplicate, and this one's going to be called error, duplicate, and the next one, the last one, will be called owned. And so now we're going to go back to the stand, go to claimed part. This is the one, I think. Oh no, actually no, just the claim part. And just add in a script. And then we'll just set these as the variables. So local proximity prompt is going to be script.parent, and then local claim is going to be proximity prompt. Dot parent, and then local stand is going to be claim dot parent, and now this is going to be when you know how you claim it. So script dot parent dot triggered connect function player. So if player dot owned dot value equals false, so we are using the owned value. So then player dot owned dot value equals true, and then stand dot claimed part dot surface GUI dot text label dot text equals player dot name dot then it's going to be their stand. Obviously you can change that if you want. And now we're going to do game dot replicated storage dot claim fire client player, and then stand dot vacant dot value equals player dot name script dot parent dot enable equals false, then else game dot replicated storage dot owned fire client and player, and then that'll be the end of that script. And now we're done with that, we can just close it off, and we're going to close out of Workspace, and we're going to go into Starter GUI, where we're going to add a screen GUI, and we're going to make this main. So inside we're going to add in a frame, and of course customize this as you will. Okay, and now we're going to add in a text button, and this is going to go down here. There we go. Might want to set that to 9. There we go. And then just 0.2, 0.0, 0.15, 0.0, something like that. Yeah, of course, customize it as much as you want. And then just set this to edit stand. Then name it edit stand. Text scaled. And then, customize it. I'm going to set the background to a nice colour like that. I think white would be, white is too difficult to see. So that's fine, edit stand. We're going to get rid of this. Okay. Now we're going to add in a script, a local script. I'm going to write game.vector-storage.claim .on client event connect to function, and then drop line script.parent.visible equals true. And then we're also going to go down to script.parent .mouse button one click connect function script.parent .frame .visible equals true. So once the claim event is fired, this will be visible, because otherwise if you don't have a stand you can't edit the stand. And then once you click it, this will appear. And then I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, and now we're going to add in a text label, and this is going to be at the bottom, so we'll position, we'll do 0.5, 0.95, and then 0.5, 0.15, and there we go. Add that to 0 and make nothing there. And then of course, customize it as you want. And then I'm just going to name it message. And we're going to add in a local script, and this is going to be a bit of a big script. So we're going to do game.vector-storage.claim, so this is the first event we're going to do. We're going to do connect to function script.parent.text equals successfully claimed stand. So, whatever message you want when you claim the stand, then wait 3 seconds or wait 2 seconds, doesn't matter, and set it back to nothing. And now we're going to do the error event. So .onClient event connect to function. Okay, so you can't do that, so I'm going to add an E at the end. And so if error equals true, then script.parent.text equals make sure the item you are submitting is a piece of clothing. And then, just something like that, so they know that they need to change it, something like that. And then text again equals false. Then else if error equals false, then script.parent.text equals successfully updated. So if it did work, the putting in your ID, then it will be successfully updated. If not, if you put in something like a hat, then it won't. Then wait 3 seconds, script.parent.text equals nothing. And then the last one, game.vector-storage.owned.onClient event connect to function script.parent.text equals you already own a stand. So this is if you have a stand and you try to own another one. And then wait 3 seconds, script.parent.text equals nothing. Okay, so that's that script done as well. So we will not be going back to that, so we can close that, and we can close that. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do in here is we're going to go into main. No, sorry, we're going to go into frame, and we're going to add in a text button. This is going to be exit. So we'll go exit, we'll do 0.5 or 0.5. Okay, so once you've customized it, make sure you add in a local script, and then do script.parent.mouse button one click, connect to function, and then script.parent.parent.visible equals false. So once you click it, it disappears. Okay, so that is the end of this video, and I think in the next one I'm going to be doing, so just make sure this is not visible, and neither is this. Okay, so we'll just test it out with what we have now. But yeah, the next video will be part 2, so I will be making it so you can actually, add your stuff here. So claim. Successfully claim stand. I can edit stand. I can't do anything at the moment, but I can click X, edit stand. There we go. That's the most I want to do for now, and I already own the stand. Tveria Titanic Boys stand. Please donate. So in the next video, you'll be able to add your own things. You'll be able to change this, and you'll be able to make your own Robux. Well, you'll be able to make your own game. So yeah, that is the end of this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Only a small percentage of you guys are, so if you were getting me to 1,000 subscribers would really mean a lot. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.